Hi team, how you doing? Good morning. Our hot topic of the day is what we do with our marketing system after we've built our free lead magnet. And our free lead magnet is some low barrier offer. Okay, I shouldn't just say free, but it's a low barrier offer that grabs somebody's attention and is worth enough to trade for either $7 to $10, $15, something like that, or to trade for an email address. So that's the campaign that we're trying to build right now, is how do we capture as many email addresses as we possibly can over the course of our career so that we can communicate with our ideal client. And when we built our lead magnet, it was built specifically for our ideal client. Our 25 to 40-year-old women who want to begin a resistance training program, we have a few lead magnets. We began with a free consultation. That was our very first lead magnet that we ever did. And that was our word-of-mouth marketing, and it worked very, very well. It built my business from $29,000 to $49,000 from year 1 to year 2. And then we got into online training, and I began offering a free week of online training for people's birthdays. That also works very well, which generated anywhere from $600 to $800 per month in revenue at a $30 per month price point. Well, things have advanced over time, and we've now reached the $100 a month price point for our online personal training. Well, that's awesome, but we still have the same lead magnet because it fits our niche. Our niche loves free trials. Your niche might be a little bit different. Your niche might still need that consultation, which we offer here in our studio at a 60-minute consultation or a 30-minute consultation over the phone. Essentially, those two consultations run exactly the same way. We just go through it quicker over the phone because we don't do body composition or strength assessments. Can't do that. But we can walk our clients through circumference measurements, body weight testing over the phone so that they can record their data when they began their 12-week program with us. All right, so our lead magnet was created. Now we have to build a list in a customer retention management or customer relationship management system like MailChimp. So we're going to log in. This is my dashboard. We're going to come up to lists. We want to create a list. So as you can see, brand ambassadors, online personal training, fitness vacation, Colorado Racer's Guide, business builder, seven-step guide, 7-day healthy habit. That's our body weight 7-day trial. All right, among other things. So 7 steps to build a thriving personal training business. So as you can see, my lists are organized. Clients down here at 28.7% open rate. Well, that's a pretty good open rate, but the click-through rate is not desirable. So we want to figure out how to combine our lead magnet with our customer relationship management automation stream of emails in order to boost up that click-through rate. All right, so create list. Do you want to create a new list, or do you just want to subdivide an existing list with groups? I want to create a new list, and this is going to be called New Clients. What is our first interaction with a brand new client? Default from Rise Up, default from me, campaign, that's automatically generated. Reuse a reminder from, we can reuse, but let's change the language. Something very simple, the address of the studio, notifications. So we want to get a daily summary of people who signed up, and then click Save. So we've just created our list of where the email addresses are going to go when they opt into our lead magnet or our low barrier offer. Now, how do we capture those emails? Well, we're going to come over to LeadPages, which if you look back in this module, you will see a a link to view more information on LeadPages. So go ahead and take a look at that. This is an inexpensive way to get around how do I run my business without a website. Well, these are basically looking exactly like a website, especially since 95% of our niche search for whatever we're offering on their cell phones. So if you were to pull up one of our opt-in pages on your cell phone, it looks like a website, and that's really what we want to accomplish. So we're looking at LeadPages here. Here's our 7-day free trial. So if you want your lead magnet to be exactly like ours, a 7-day trial of small group training or a 7-day trial of personal training, you could do that for 99 bucks, you know. You want to get them consistently attending those personal training or small group training sessions, so you're going to offer a low barrier offer for 1 week of personal training or small group training. Our price points are $127 for small group training. They can come up to 4 times, or personal training is, off the top of my head, I believe it's $199 for personal training. That's 1 week of personal training, up to 3 sessions. So that's a pretty good deal there. It's just over 60 bucks a session. All right, so this is what it looks like on the desktop. The client will not see this top bar. That's for us, but they will see this banner at the top. And we want them to sign up. We want them to sign up. We want them to share on LinkedIn. They can write something about that. We want them to share on Facebook. And then how does it look on a tablet? Looks just like a website, doesn't it? Now, I will put a link underneath this video in the module so that you can click and actually view this page on any device that you're on. Make sense? So this is what we're trying to accomplish today. So if I were to begin fresh with a lead magnet, a landing page for our lead magnet for our ideal client, so that we can capture their email address, so that we can communicate with them later. All right, so let's create a new page. And it helps if you have branding, styling in mind, like what colors do you want to use, what represents your brand the best. 5 to 10 stock photos can actually get you started. Stock photos are really affordable. Any number of websites has stock photos available. So we are going to find a similar page to the one that we just showed you. So that's a webinar. So LeadPages has a ton of different options for you to build landing pages. So I believe highest converting LeadPages lead generation page ever. So let's use this template, and it's free. It's included in your membership. You can pay monthly or you can pay annually for LeadPages. You save a little bit of money if you pay annually. All right, so new client, new clients. Start building. Pretty simple, isn't it? Let's let that cook just a moment or two. All right. And as you can see, this is very similar to the one I just showed you. So this is where our logo could go. I'm going to start at the top, you know. And a bank of our stock photos that I want to use over and over and over again that represent our brand to the best of its ability. So let's go find our logo. Not Prep Wars. A little bit of yoga in there. All right. logo right there at the top. And then these can be changed. But, you know, this blue, changing the size, changing the font, free workouts, right? So our branding, that would edit section layout. Sorry, we'll get to that. Edit section styles. And then we want to change the background, so finding a color that's closer to our branding style. So these numbers up here are code to get the exact color of your branding spectrum. Now this is what your graphic designer can help you do. Of course, we don't want to overly shock the sensory, the system. So what do we want? We want that one right there because it looks like our branding. So our colors in the background are going to be softer, and it's best to have, you know, attractive font that appeals to your niche. You know, we work with 25 to 40-year-old women, so I'm not going to completely go off. Let's see, what does that look like? That looks actually pretty good for our brand. So this color is not correct, but if I were to look just a little bit more, I could find that specific code for that pink that I was showing you on the other landing page. So you can edit your buttons, your call to action button. Now I'm going through this really quickly because I'm not here to micromanage who your niche is or what would be attractive to them. I'm teaching you how to use LeadPages as a system. So when you click on the opt-in button, there's this hyperlink right here, and this is my lead box. This is what's going to actually capture your client's email address. So you want your branding photographs to look the same on your landing page and on your email capture page. So that same photo there. I do not want to capture their name, because giving a prospective client or requiring a prospective client to give you their phone number when they may not even know your brand yet, it is much easier for us to just simply ask for an email address, and then you can get their name later. So we want to go to integrations here. Edit your form. So this is what we're editing, is the button right here. I want to add an integration, and this is why we set up our list ahead of time. I've already integrated MailChimp with my LeadPages, and now I'm going to search for that. That was the previous one, clients. Now let's see. This is alphabetical. So I need to refresh the list because I made the new client list so recently. I need to update how MailChimp syncs with, there it is, how MailChimp syncs with LeadPages. And this notify me right up here, it emails you every time somebody opts in, which is a great way to stay motivated and to stay consistent with your advertising with a lead page, because it tells you that it's working. All right, so actions. What do we want? Yes, we want send user to default LeadPages thank you, because we don't want to spend the time building a thank you page as well. But we do want to change this branding color. So I click on the color there. It might come up with the same recently used color there. That's awesome. But our text, we want it to be white. So F across the board is white. If I were to change that, this is what I was telling you. Zeros across the board, 6 zeros, is black. 6F is white. That's a simple way to remember a little bit about what those hashtag numbers mean. All right, so our color matches our lead page and our email capture page. And then we can go back to, let's close that out, back to our landing page. And then when we view it on mobile, desktop, let's look at it mobile, because 95% of our clients search. See how the blue just doesn't quite fit our niche? Well, that background can change. So I, of course, will change this language, but the colors, the photograph, I'm now integrated with my call to action buttons. These are all editable. And then, of course, you're going to type in your own copy there. All of our copy on our landing page should reflect our core values. So if we talked about core values before, it is our duty to share the benefits of fitness and nutrition with everyone. That's our core values. Our mission, or our tagline, is begin a strength training program safely, in person and online. So those bits of language should be across the board in your copy, in each section of your headings, your subheadline, your text body here, and why we have six bullet points over here is we want your ideal client to know why they need to get started with you right now. But if they get enough information here on this landing page, then they will most likely give you their email address, and then you can follow up with them over time. All right, and then we're done. So we click Publish. That is a quick run-through of how to use LeadPages, how to build a pretty standard lead page, getting it close to what you want it to look like for your ideal client. And I'm happy to review these when you build them so that we can get you capturing emails and communicate with these people over time for a really, really long time. All right, and here's the link. So I'm going to copy that link address, and then hopefully you can see me come over to my Google Sheets on the screen share, and I'll search for a page that I like to call Add Links. These are quick links. And you can see the top 8 that I use so most frequently. New clients. Make sense? So now we're consolidating all of our ad links here in one location, so I can simply just copy and paste this link into a place like Facebook ads, which we will set up your system in the next module. So stay tuned. We are going to get into that beast on our next advanced marketing strategies for personal trainers. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Please reach out to me via email or on the weekly call with questions about your lead magnet, email list, and your landing page. Talk to you soon. Bye.